So the big question is, how do you generate real revenue from LinkedIn, and how do you add 10,000 followers to LinkedIn? Quick introduction. My name is Joe Apfelbaum. I'm the CEO of Evie AI. It's a sales assistant that helps you be able to be more effective on LinkedIn. We help you be able to create comments, posts, messages. We help you optimize your profile, help you with connection notes. There's a lot of things that you have to do on a daily basis to be successful on LinkedIn. I'm going to show you an example of that right now. I'm going to go to LinkedIn. This is called the feed. On the feed, LinkedIn gives you posts that you can engage with. So, for example, over here, I'm going to engage with this post here. Now, there are different ways to engage. You can have different goals when you're engaging. You can address concerns, address misconceptions. You can ask questions, build rapport, build relationships. You can encourage action. There's a lot that you can do. Over here, I'm going to offer support. I'm going to create a educational tone, and instead of using my influencer comment persona, I'm going to use my friendly comment persona, and I'm going to hit regenerate. And what that's going to do is it's going to generate a friendly comment. Darren, I love this story. Bold moves can definitely open unexpected doors. I'm going to click on it, insert. Then I'm just going to tag Darren right here. You see that? And I'm going to press comment. So I just commented on Darren's post. Now, when I comment on Darren's post, he posted 21 minutes ago, he'll notice that I commented on his post. But if I didn't have the technology, the assistance to be able to properly comment on the post, there's no way that I would have been able to do this at this level. That's the key. The key is doing it at the right level and doing it enough times every single week. So if you go to Evie AI and then you press log in, and I highly recommend you all do this, you log into Evie AI. On the left side, you click on Learning Hub, and then you click on quick links. You're going to see we have a lot of interesting quick links over here. One of them is called the LinkedIn dashboard. When you go into the LinkedIn dashboard, you're going to notice how many comments I posted in the first week of 2025. That's 272 comments. Now, my goal is to leave 250 comments a week. That's 50 comments a day on average. So today I'm going to leave probably more than 50 comments, but the way that I'm going to do that is by using this technology that will help me be more helpful. For example, I have saved profiles on LinkedIn from specific influencers. So I'm going to go here to influencers. I'm going to filter for the list that I created because you can manage your lists here. So I have a bunch of lists. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you have a list or do you need a list? Let me know in the chat if you have a list of people that you engage with or you need a list of people that you engage with. And I'm going to show you some ways to do that. But let's say, for example, Alex Hermosi. You guys are probably familiar with Alex Hermosi. Terry, welcome. Jeff, welcome. David, Dr. Amin, welcome. Good to see you guys in the comments. Alex Hermosi is a very popular entrepreneur, and he hasn't posted in several days. But I see that I haven't commented on his post this week yet. Actually, I did. I commented on that post. Let me click on comment over here, see if I commented on this post. I see I haven't commented on this post yet. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this little box here. I'm going to switch to influencer comment, and then I'm going to hit generate, and I'm going to generate a list, a proper comment. So look at this comment, rethink the close. Alex Hermosi's approach is intriguing. While traditional sales tactics can be effective, integrating AI can elevate your strategy. You see that? So now I press comment, and now I'm talking about him in third person, which was my programming is in literally in third person. So if you don't have a list of influencers, I highly recommend you identify people in your industry that have engagement. For example, he has 1,000 comments, and that their followers are likely to be your ideal customers. His followers are my ideal customers. So, who is someone in your world that their followers, maybe it's Bill Gates, maybe you're in tech, maybe it's Lewis Howes, maybe you're in personal development, maybe it's Reid Hoffman, maybe Kevin O'Leary, maybe your clients are entrepreneurs and they follow Kevin O'Leary because he was featured on Shark Tank for many years. And so you want to follow Kevin O'Leary, and you'll notice that some of these influencers have millions of followers. But unlike Alex Hermosi, which has 1,000 comments and 600,000 followers, Kevin O'Leary has 4 million followers and only 74 comments. That means Kevin O'Leary is not doing anything to game the algorithm. He's just naturally showing up the way that he shows up in an unoptimized way. And that gives you an opportunity to get more followers by leaving comments on his post. And if you leave strategic comments, you're going to get more followers as a result of leaving a comment. So I'm created a really great uh, persona for specifically commenting on influencers' posts that talk about the influencer, because there's no chance that the influencer will ever see this particular comment. They're not going through their comments and reading comments. They're busy counting their money. That's what they're doing. What do you think these successful people who are worth hundreds of millions of dollars are doing? Do you think they're sitting around on LinkedIn and reading comments and networking? I don't think that they're doing that. I honestly don't think that they're doing that. Now, you could have niche influencers as well. For example, Jeb Blunt is a niche influencer in the sales industry. So, sales leaders, which I'm targeting sales leaders, those sales leaders are typically going to be looking at Jeb Blunt. He has 81,000 followers, yet when he posted, he only got 3 comments. When he posted here, he got 29 comments. And so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and change this from an influencer comment to a different type of comment. I'm going to change this to a 20-word Joe Applebaum comment. And what that's going to do is it's going to write the word boom. It's going to say things in this particular way. And I'm going to tag Jeb so that he remembers me, notices me, and wants to possibly refer business to me. Now, there are many different types of people that I save besides influencers, like Neil Patel in the marketing industry. Besides these amazing influencers, I also put people that are my clients, my prospects, my alliances, my partners, my affiliates, my friends. And doing this strategically on a regular basis will allow you to gain many, many, many more followers on LinkedIn. But the problem is that you don't have the time to sit there and manually write comments on LinkedIn. So, my suggestion is spend 5 minutes a day just commenting strategically using artificial intelligence to help you be able to take your business to the next level. Take, for example, Jeff Goldberg. Jeff Goldberg is a dear friend of mine, a strategic partner, and I have him here as a collaborator. You see, he's a collaborator. So he's a person that I'm going to want to do a LinkedIn Live with. I'm going to collaborate with him because his ideal client is my ideal client. And in Evie AI, I could simply click on see recent activities and see all of his posts. Now, the benefits of seeing all of his posts is that I can catch up on all his posts at one time. So I can go back and see the post that I may have missed because he posts more than once, and I can go back and leave a comment on this post. Now, in this case, I'm going to leave an optimized comment right over here. You see that? Jeff Goldberg says, I love Jeff Goldberg. By the way, if anybody loves Jeff Goldberg, right, I love Jeff Goldberg in the chat. Besides Jeff Goldberg loving himself, which is amazing. It's amazing that Jeff Goldberg loves himself. I'm going to go here. I already commented on this one. As you can see, I'm strategically going through his posts and making sure that I am visible in every single post that he posts. You see that? And if I miss a like or if I miss a comment, I make sure that I review it and I take a look at some of the other people that are commenting and liking on his post, because those are ideal clients. And those are people that I want to follow me, and I want those people to build a relationship with me. So as I go through his posts, I see many of these people that have become clients of mine. Now, let me ask you a question. Why are you on LinkedIn? Are you on LinkedIn for fun, or are you on LinkedIn to gain more clients? Write clients or write fun in the chat. And by the way, hit that repost button. If you're watching this live right now, hit that repost button so that more people can actually see this video that I'm going live. And we haven't even started yet because we plan on starting at 9:30, and I decided to jump on a little bit early just to teach you guys a couple of game-changing secrets on how to leverage LinkedIn to get more followers. So I haven't even started yet, but I am going to show you how to hit that repost button. Now, if your screen looks like this, you're not going to see a repost button to be able to hit the repost button. I'm going to say, where is the repost button? So the place where the repost button is, you have to go back to my profile. So if you click on this little down thing, it'll lower the live to the bottom here. You see that? It lowered the live to the bottom. And if you click on join the event over here, I'm going to I'm going to mute this. I'm going to mute this so that I don't have to hear it, but it's still live here happening on the bottom here. Now I'm going to press join this. Let's see if it works. Okay, I press join. But instead of hitting join, what you can actually do is you can actually go to my profile by clicking on my name. You see, click on my name, it takes you to my profile. When you go to my profile, you can scroll down and you can see my recent activity. If you click on show all posts, you see I hit show all posts. I hit show all posts, and then the repost button shows up here. So I'm going to copy the URL to show all posts, and I'm going to hit that repost button and repost. You see? So Tammy just reposted this from her account. If I want to repost this as a different company, I just select the company I want to repost it as, and then I select that company, and then I can hit that repost button again as well. So now this has 3 reposts here. So who reposted it? I see that Evie AI reposted it. I see Tammy reposted it, and I see Tammy reposted it again. So there are 3 reposts on this particular one. So I'm going to go ahead here. I'm going to link you guys directly to this. It said failed to post comment because I can't comment on my own post. So I'm going to use a different account to comment on it. I'm going to use my mom's account. I'm going to go on LinkedIn, and I'm going to go straight to my recent activity, which is linkedin.com/in/Joe Apfelbaum. And then I'm going to go ahead in here and I'm going to put the link so you can see my recent activity. So you'll see my mom just left a link. I'm going to give it a like for my mom, and I'm going to hit repost as my mom as well. So now we have 7 reposts total. Let's see who reposted. It looks like Arlene reposted. Thank you, Arlene, for reposting. My mom reposted. Thank you, Mom. David reposted. Thank you, David. Jeff reposted. Thank you, Jeff. Evie AI. Thank you, Evie. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, all you wonderful human beings that have reposted. Now, as a gift for reposting, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use my mom's account to give you guys a little bit of extra love on your recent post. So I'm going to go in here to your recent post, Jeff Goldberg. Welcome to 2025. And my mom is going to say, wow, what a great post. Welcome to 2025. Okay, I'm going to hit comment, and my mom just commented on your post. And she does have 10,000 followers on LinkedIn. Terry says, happy to see you there. Kindly record it and also share it in the timeline. Well, it's automatically recorded, just so you know, so I don't have to do any of that work. I'm going to go to David's post. I'm going to click, he said, Happy New Year, reset the story. I'm going to go here. So he just posted this 29 minutes ago. On Wednesday, I reintroduced myself in a vanilla session. Today, you'll get anything but vanilla. Here's the real. Okay, so I'm going to say, wow, what a great post. And I'm going to press comment, and I went ahead and commented on this post. He said, thanks, Mom. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Arlene. I'm going to go down to Arlene's post. I'm going to take a look at her post from 21 hours ago, and I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to give it a like, and I'll be like, well done. Hope only good things. Okay, so now I'm going to press comment, and now I just commented as my mom on Arlene's post as well. So 3 of you got comments from my mom this morning. Look at all the activity that she has going on over here. Wow, so powerful. So here's another thing I want to show you inside Evie AI, which is really, really powerful, is if you go into the Evie AI Learning Hub, we're going to go back into the Learning Hub, and then you click on Quick Links, and you scroll down, you're going to notice this thing here on the way bottom. You see on the way bottom, who viewed my profile? Now, these are people that have viewed your profile. When you click on who viewed your profile, you're going to notice something that a lot of people don't even take the time to look, is you find people that took the time to view your profile. So Dr. Amin, thank you for reposting. I'm going to click on Terry's profile because she just viewed my profile. And now I could take a look at Terry and learn a little bit about her. So what are the things that I learn about somebody is I see that they have a gold icon. That means they're paying for LinkedIn. I see that they have a verified account. I see they took the time to optimize their headline. I also noticed that she posted 1 minute ago on LinkedIn. She reposted 1 minute ago. Thank you for that repost. That's really kind of you. And I also noticed that she's the founder of Soulful Listening. Now, the thing is, she's been part of this company for 11 years. However, this Soulful Listening company page is actually not showing up on the top here. there is a way to get your company page to show up on the top so that you get your icon to look like my icon. And I do recommend that you guys have your logo here. And the way that you do that is by clicking the little pencil sign on the top right corner, and then you can assign the current position here. I put founder as Evie AI, but if I switch the current position to CEO of Ajax Union and hit save, what you'll notice is, let's see, I'm going to switch it. I'm going to close this. Do you notice the logo just changed to Ajax Union? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch back to Evie AI, founder of Evie AI. I'm going to hit save again, and then you'll notice that it changed back to Evie AI. So if that's cool, write cool in the chat. That's something that I recommend that you all do, is make sure that you strategically put the right logo next to your name. And most people just had no idea that you can switch the logo next to your name. So if this is news to you, write news to me, NEWSTOME. Write news to me in the chat if that's news to you. I'm curious to know who that was news to, that you can change the logo next to your name. Or if you knew that, just write I knew that. INEW that. I knew that. I knew that. That you could have multiple logos depending on who you're reaching out to or what you're doing in your life. You can switch out your primary logo on your website. Now, I have videos of people that have interviewed me. For example, this year, I've been interviewed by Ellie Goldring. Have you guys seen this interview? Say yes, I've seen it, or no, not yet. Let me know in the chat if you've seen it, or no, not yet. What I do is I'm going to now send this interview to Jeff Goldberg. So I'm going to go ahead and send Jeff Goldberg this interview just like that. And I just sent it to him. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, if you enjoy that interview, please leave a comment. Okay, so I went ahead and said, if you enjoy that interview, please leave a comment. And that will encourage Jeff Goldberg to go ahead and leave a comment on that important interview. Now, that is an important interview to me. Why? Because that interview is talking about my business and my goals for 2025. Now, I want to know, have you been interviewed yet by somebody else in your network and on 2025 yet? It's early. Today's the third day, and I already have one interview for 2025. My goal is to get interviewed 100 times this year. I know that's a big goal, but 100 is a big, big goal for me, and I want to make sure that I get interviewed at least 100 times. Now, I have a powerful technology that I have many, many clients that are using this powerful technology that allows me to be able to schedule posts into the future. So I click on marketing over here, as you can see. I click on marketing, and you can see all these different posts are already scheduled in a very, very powerful way. I'm going to reply to Jeff Goldberg. Jeff Goldberg just sent me a text. I am on live now. Okay, as you can see, I already have a lot of posts scheduled here. So if I go back, if I'm going to hit next over here just to kind of see what happened so far this year, you'll notice I have a bunch of TikToks that already went live. So I'm going to go ahead and click on these three dots, and I'm going to hit preview. Let me see, I'm going to hit preview, and it's going to take me to TikTok. Your pricing.
If you ask your audience, hey, what do you want to pay for this community or product or whatever it might be, they're always going to give you a lowball answer.
This process teaches you to ask 4 questions.
What price would this be so?
So I just repurposed this. Now what I'm going to do is I published this on TikTok. So this year I want to be on TikTok every single day. But what a lot of people don't know that you can do is you can take that TikTok video and then you can convert it into a LinkedIn video with one click of a button. So check this out. I'm going to change from TikTok. I'm going to change this particular video that already went to TikTok, and I'm going to convert it into a video that's going to, instead of going to TikTok, it's now going to go to my LinkedIn. So check this out. I'm going to go here, decide on pricing. It's all about understanding value, market trends, and your audience. Here's how to get it right. Now, instead of using this little TikTok headline, I'm going to go into Evie AI's post writer, and I'm going to talk to it a little bit, and I'm going to say, There's a very particular way to be able to come up with pricing, and most people don't know the secrets to come up with the best pricing. If you want your clients to buy from you, you need to make sure that your pricing is set correctly. So in this video, I share some secrets that I learned from an amazing influencer that will teach you all about pricing. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a comment and let me know, what price point are you at? Are you at high price point? Are you at middle of the ground? Or are you the lowest cost provider? Let me know in the chat. Okay, so now I'm going to go here and select my goal. My goal is going to be provide value. My tone is going to be inspirational. And my persona is just going to be my Joe Apfelbaum persona. And now I'm going to add this and I'm going to hit generate. And what that's going to do is it's going to generate a post with a hook, main points, a call to action, and hashtags. Are you struggling to find the right pricing? Okay, so now let me press copy. I'm going to paste this into here, just like this, because it already has the hashtags and everything. You see that? It has everything built in. Are you struggling to find da? And for some reason, it's here twice, so I'm going to delete the second one. I don't know why it jumped in twice. Okay, so now that's once. And now this is a preview of what it looks like. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit post, and I'm going to hit post now. And that's going to go into my LinkedIn right now. So I didn't have to actually upload a video. I didn't actually have to do any of that work. I took it from TikTok. It's already on TikTok. And using my technology where I published it to TikTok with a spreadsheet and it's scheduled to go out for the whole year. I have a post going out every year, every day. If I like that TikTok, I can create a LinkedIn post in seconds that will help me be able to get more followers. So let's go back into LinkedIn and go to my profile and just take a look at where that video is going to show up on my profile. So when that video goes live, it's going to go into the videos tab right over here. You'll see I published a video. The last video of the year was a 9-minute video. But what I plan on doing is I plan on publishing over 100 videos on LinkedIn this year that are 1-minute videos. By the way, how many 1-minute videos do you plan on publishing on LinkedIn this year? I plan on publishing 100 1-minute videos. I think 100 is a good number. And with each video, I plan on getting at least a dozen likes and a dozen comments on each video. So I can control a dozen. Write a dozen in the chat if you can control a dozen too. Like if a dozen is reasonable to get a dozen likes and a dozen comments on each video or on each thing. So you see over here, it says, are you struggling to find the right price for your services? So I'm going to click on the 3 dots here. I'm going to hit copy link to post. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into the chat here so you guys could all click on it and engage on it right now. And if you guys engage on it right now, I'm going to look at your profile and you're going to get additional followers and additional exposure. So go ahead. I tried to leave a comment. I could not. It says cannot comment on my own post. That's nice. Copy link to clipboard. I'm going to try this again. I'm going to cut the comment out. Control A, Control C. I'm going to press comment. Okay, so now the comment worked. I don't know why the comment didn't work the first time. Now, here's another thing that you can do. You can click on messaging on the top left. And what you can do is you can click on this little messaging box here on the top right. You see this little messaging box? And then you can type in people's names. So, for example, I'm going to find people that have just engaged with my post, with my LinkedIn Live. And then I'm going to, if I'm connected to them on LinkedIn, I can add them to a little messaging group. So I'm going to show you how that works right now. I'm going to click on me. I'm going to click on posts and activity, just like this. And by the way, the tool that I'm using, for those that are keep asking over and over, what tool are you using? I'm using this tool called Evie AI. And if you have a great experience with Evie AI, just write, I love Evie AI, and tell me why in the chat you love using this amazing sales assistant that saves me so much time. And if you're interested in my social CRM, that allows me to import all of my LinkedIn connections, just write CRM in the chat. This is the tool that I'm using right here. It's called unlimiteddigitalmarketing.com. And I'll be happy to send you a link to it if you don't already have access to it. I know David has access to it, and Dr. Amin has access to it, and many of our clients, pro clients, and Arlene has access to it. But if you haven't gotten access to this tool yet, I'm happy to provide you with more details about how you can get access to this tool that allows you to post to almost every social media site around and then be able to repurpose content like images and videos and so on. So if you don't have it and you need it, Amelia, we gave her access to this. So Amelia has access to it, and so on. So why do you love Evi AI so much? Let me know in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and find the people that are active on this post right now, and I'm going to add them to a little group. So how do I find those people? I'm going to click on comments, and then I'm going to click on, instead of most relevant, I'm going to switch to most recent, and that shows me all the most recent comments. And it also shows me who's a first degree, second degree, or third degree connection. So you'd see it's Michael Wilkinson right over here, Michael Wilkinson. So I'm going to copy his name from here. I'm going to go into the messaging, and I'm going to put Michael Wilkinson's name. Then I'm going to click on his name. Then I'm going to go back into my activity here, and then I'm going to type in Tom Wells, and then I'm going to type in Terry. So I'm going to copy Terry's name. I'm going to go in here and add Terry over here. You see that? And I click on Terry's name, and then I'm going to type in Tom Wells, just like that. And as you can see, I can keep adding every person's name. And if you want me to add you and we are connected on LinkedIn, just say add me in the chat, and I'll be more than happy to go ahead and add you. Now, the thing is, I have to click accurately in order to get each person's name in here, which is a little bit of a pain, but that's okay. I'm just typing each name, one name at a time, and I'm showing you how I'm building a micro community within LinkedIn called a direct message group. It's called a direct message group, and most people have never created a direct message group before, but I want you to create your own direct message group with 10 people in your world that are active on LinkedIn, that you're currently connected to, that value networking and building relationships, so you guys can have a meaningful conversation and get to know each other in a direct message group. And if you guys ever need support about something related to LinkedIn, you guys are in a group together, building relationships, getting to know each other, and so on. Now, keep in mind, you can only do this with people that you're currently connected to on LinkedIn. So if you're not connected to somebody on LinkedIn, it becomes very difficult for you to be able to add them to a list. It used to be that you can add anyone to a list, but these days you can't just add anybody to a list. I'm going to go ahead and add Lisa as well to this here, and this way you guys can kind of get to know Lisa. So here are the people that are on the list. There's Michael, there's Terry, Tom, Arlene, Amelia, Dr. Amin, David, and Lisa. And I'm going to go in here, and the group, I'm going to call it, I'm going to say LinkedIn Live 10K, and I'm going to say 1/3/2024. Okay, and I'm going to say thank you so much for joining my LinkedIn Live today and being active in the comments. Looking forward to going deeper in 2025. Let's do this. In one sentence, tell us what you do for a living. Okay, in one sentence, tell us what you do for a living. By the way, it's good to have that sentence ready. If you don't have that sentence ready, I do recommend we all take a moment and to prepare a sentence for what we do for a living. Now, if you don't have access to the unlimited CRM, I'm more than happy to send you access. The website is unlimiteddigitalmarketing.com. That is the website. If you got Evi AI Pro last year, David, which I know that you did, you have access to this. You should have access to this. If you don't have access to it, you can email hello@eviai.com, and they will send you the link to Unlimited Digital Marketing for a year access to it. For everybody else, it's very affordable. It's a couple dollars a day to use it, and it's really, really powerful. But if you have access to it, I highly recommend you start using this tool. It's typically $300 a month, but you know we gave people a special deal. So if you're interested, then definitely check that out. Here's another thing that I want to teach you on how to get followers. If you go back into LinkedIn, into Evi AI, and you click on Learning Hub, if you click on Learning Hub on the left side, and then you click on Quick Links, you see that it says Quick Links? And then you scroll down, there's a section here called LinkedIn Posts Without Any Comments. Guys, check this out. LinkedIn Posts Without Any Comments. So I'm going to click on LinkedIn Posts Without Any Comments. And by the way, I'm going to click on this here and see if I have Unlimited Digital Marketing as a template. Let me quickly check to see if I have it as a template. I'm going to go ahead and create a template inside Evi AI just to quickly show you. But before I do that, I'm going to show you what I was, because I don't want to ADD. So there's latest, past 24 hours, first degree connections. These are people that are my first degree connections that don't have any comments on their post. So 21 minutes ago, Arel Modi posted on LinkedIn, and I'm going to go ahead and leave him a comment. No one else has left him a comment. This is the only place where you can actually get this link is inside the learning hub of Evi AI, and we're going to be adding many, many more special secret links. So if you like secrets of LinkedIn, type in secrets in the chat. If you like those secrets of LinkedIn, type in secrets in the chat if it's something that you are interested in learning more about, because some of these secrets are really, really incredible. And again, no one knows about these little secrets. And you guys are privy to it. But again, I don't want everyone to know about these secrets, because then all of a sudden, all the people that don't have comments are suddenly going to start getting comments. Now, Michael Neely is a cool guy. I'm going to be spending 10 days with him on a boat. Matt Coffey is a client of mine. He has an Inc. 500 agency. Arel is a professional speaker. I know him through YEC many years. So these are relationships of mine that would never show up on the feed. These are posts that are never going to show up on the feed. You're never going to find them anywhere else. And when they're gone, they're gone. So this is a secret way for you to get more followers, because you're going to land on these posts and you're going to be the only one there. This is the president and founder and CEO of the Orthodox Jewish Business Chamber of Commerce. That's crazy that I'm the only one commenting on his post, and I will be the only one commenting on his post. And if you come on January 8th, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. Now I'm going to go into Evi AI real quick. I want to show you how to create a template. Click on templates. You need to have templates. So I'm going to type in unlimited, and you're going to see I don't have a template for unlimited digital marketing. So I'm going to click on new template. I'm going to type in the template. I'm going to call it unlimited digital marketing. And then I'm going to click on tags, and then I'm going to click message. Okay, so this is a message thing that I can send somebody a message about unlimited digital marketing. We have a CRM called Unlimited Digital Marketing that is now available, that has over 20 amazing features, including marketing automation, social posting, pipeline management, and CRM, and much more. If you want to learn more, visit www.unlimiteddigitalmarketing.com. We have a special deal going on now. When you prepay for the year, we also do training twice a month and offer unlimited users, unlimited contacts, and unlimited support. Thank you for your interest. Thank you for reviewing it. Let me know if you have questions. Okay, so now I'm going to hit Save Template. Now I have this template. By the way, what would you like to create a template for right now? What would you like to create? What is the product that you have that you need a template for? So if somebody asks you, hey, I need information about this product, now you can click into the template and press copy, and now the template is copied into your clipboard. Another way to send somebody the template is, for example, if I take a look at my recent activity here, I'm just going to refresh my recent activity. This is my most recent activity, right? So this is this post that I posted. I'm going to give myself a like here. But if I take a look at my recent activity over here, you'll notice, if I click on instead of more relevant, more recent, you'll notice that somebody asked a question here. Clavio said secrets. Clavio also said, please send me the unlimited CRM. So I'm going to click on Clavio's profile here, and I see that he's based in Brazil. He's applying AI agents and no-code business automation and leveraging sales. So I'm going to click on message to Clavio, and then what I'm going to do is inside the message box, I'm going to open up Evi AI. I'm going to click on the template, and I'm going to click on unlimited digital marketing, and I'm going to press send. Look how quickly, unlimited, I messed up unlimited. unlimiteddigitalmarketing.com. Let me just make sure the link works, and I'll fix the template as well. Okay, that link worked. Good. I'm glad that I double checked it. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to edit that template so that we don't have an issue with it in the future. Unlimiteddigitalmarketing.com. And then I'm going to say update template. So I just updated this template. So I have so many incredible templates. For example, if you want to join the JV directory, if you like to do joint venture partnerships, I have a 90-day free trial. So type in JV in the chat, and I'll go ahead and send you this JV directory access, so you get 90 days free to be in a directory with 3,500 other JV partners. Really powerful. And if you have your affiliate link for EviAI, then I recommend you saving links into templates that makes your life easier. That's really the key. The key is making your life easier. Most people, they don't take the time to make their life easier because they fail to prepare. I always say if you fail to prepare, you may as well prepare to fail. Now, what product do you need to create a template for? Let me know in the chat. It looks like David said specialized packaging. He said specialized packaging. That's cool. So I'm going to go into my messages over here. I'm going to go into comments. And then I'm going to do, instead of most relevant, I'm going to do most recent. And as you can see, he said JV. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste the link right over there. You see that? I could insert it with EviAI, or it's in my clipboard already, so I'm able to just reply to him, and boom, just like that. Clavio already got the message. I'm going to say, you are so welcome. Now, somebody said, Joe, can you show us the persona for the influencer? Yes, I can show you that. So I'm actually going to go back into EviAI. I'm going to click on Log In. And when I log into EviAI on the left side, I'm going to click on Community. Now, this is really important. We have a variety of communities, but our community for EviAI allows you to be able to go into the community section, and then you can search for the word influencer. I'm going to search the word influencer, and it says influencer reply persona. So if you open up this influencer reply persona, I show you the persona. Create a list of influencers in your niche, for example, Gary Vee or Neil Patel, and then use this. Once I have the list, it's clear, blah, blah, blah. So for example, here's my persona. Act as Joe Apfelbaum, CEO of EviAI for LinkedIn and LinkedIn expert. Create a thoughtful reply to this influencer's post, knowing that the influencer will not read the post, but his audience will read it. Talk about the influencer in third person and address their brand head on. Tie in what I do for a living in a tangible way where EviAI can add value and what they are saying in the post. Make it not promotional, but add value first. Start with a strong headline that is contrarian or thought-provoking while being creative yet professional. Use emojis or Unicode like arrows. Use creative type like staircase style. Use line breaks and interesting flows in the comments. Make the comment at least a few sentences so people see I'm adding value. Do not include markdown or corporate jargon. Talk live like I'm naturally talking to a friend, and the comment comes out sharp. Wow. Wow. This is powerful. Powerful, powerful stuff. So this is an example persona that you can save inside EviAI as a persona. So where do you save your personas? On the left side, it says personas here. You can save it as a persona. Now I have personas for company pages as well. For example, my Santa one, it says act as Santa Claus, always be inspiring, and always start with ho, ho, ho. By the way, in the chat, if you like Santa, write ho, ho, ho in the chat. Thank you for joining us. You guys are amazing. I'm going to check to see what people are commenting over here. I'm going to refresh this particular place. It's so interesting that with LinkedIn, you can't just comment. You have to click on comment. You got to click on this little thing here. You got to refresh the most recent. This is like, it's so hard to go and do this, but you know what? This is why few people learn how to do this, and few people do this because it's just a difficult thing to do. And so you learn how to do this, you have a major competitive advantage. Using LinkedIn is not easy. It is not easy. Write in the chat, not easy. It's really not easy to use LinkedIn. And by the way, I'm going to switch from Joe Apfelbaum. I'm going to go ahead in the comments. I'm going to switch from Joe Apfelbaum right now. You can easily take a post, for example, this post right over here. I'm going to hit copy link to post. I can switch from Joe Apfelbaum and I can switch and become Santa. So if I go to any post that I have, I can click on the little drop down here, switch to, for example, Santa of LinkedIn. And then what you can do is you can click on this little button here, and then you can switch to LinkedIn Santa. I'm going to go to L because it's all alphabetical. So LinkedIn Santa. And I'm going to hit goal is to share anecdotes. And then the tone should be metaphorical. And I hit generate. And it's going to share some anecdotes that are metaphorical with LinkedIn Santa. I'm going to press insert. And now when I press comment, Santa left a comment on my post. By the way, this is a hack that most people don't know, that you can comment on your own post using a company page. Now, if you have a company page, say have. If you need a company page, say need. And you can create as many company pages as you want on LinkedIn. Now, here's another thing that I like to do is I like to leave comments from multiple company pages. So if you haven't left comments from multiple company pages, you can go ahead and do that. So for example, with Evie AI, I might leave the Evie AI company page. And in this case, I'll just go to E, which is Evie AI. And I tell the AI, instead of sharing that, I can spark curiosity, show empathy, share stories. I can hit generate. And now all of a sudden, pricing can be a puzzle, ice, blah, blah, blah. And now Evie AI can leave a comment on my post as well. So now I went to 6 comments and 6 likes. In literally just a few minutes, my post has half a dozen engagements. And my goal is to have at least a dozen engagements in every single post. So I'm going to go here, click on Clavio. He said, this is fantastic. I'll take a look. Now, if you want to add people to this message here on LinkedIn, you can easily add people to this. And the way that you add people to it, I'll show you guys how to add people to it, is you click on the 3 dots here. So if anybody wants to be added, you click on the 3 dots, and then you click on add and remove people, and then you can add people right here. Clavio. Okay, so over here, for some reason, I can't add him. Claudio, not Clavio. I'm thinking of a tool. Okay, Claudio, I'm going to go here. I'm going to press add. And then once I press add, it says 10 members, and I press done, and now it says you added Claudio Alves to it. You see that? Really powerful. Okay. Now it looks like people are asking me to call them. Look at this. I have a phone number. This person said, I said, Ronnie, Happy New Year. I noticed you sent me a connection request on LinkedIn. Curious to know what prompted you to hit that connect button. Let me know if you're using AI for LinkedIn tech. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and copy this right over here. And I'm going to show you where I go to send this message to people to get more followers on LinkedIn. She said, I saw you post in the WhatsApp group for the My EO for LinkedIn group. I said, and she's like, learning more about how I can use LinkedIn to get leads for my business. And I said, absolutely. What's your cell? I'm happy to give you a buzz. Now, this is really important. This is really important. I want you guys to just take a moment and take a deep breath right now with me. Let's take a deep breath and write cell in the chat. CELL. Getting people's cell phone numbers is extremely important. And asking them for their cell phone number is easier than asking them if they want to set up a call. Because if you ask somebody, hey, you want to set up a call, it adds stress to them. But if you say, what's your cell, you're implying that I'm going to give you a buzz and I'm not going to waste your time. I'm just going to get on the phone with you when I have time, and if you have availability, I'll pick. Now, a lot of people, I say, what's your cell? They say, let me send you my calendar link because I like to book meetings. And that's fine. But if a lot of people, I would say 50% of people, they just give me their cell phone number, and then I just call them. I call them through my CRM. So I'll show you how I do that in just a moment, and then I just have a relationship with them. Now, 50% of the time, they're not going to pick up the phone, which is okay. But cell is so important, and people don't have the strategy. I'm going to talk about how to find cell phone numbers on January 8th. So if you're coming on January 8th, write January 8th in the chat, or write Jan 8th, or put an 8 in the chat if you're coming. If you'd like to come, say would like to come in the chat. I would like to know who wants to come and who's actually coming. So let me know in the chat. So I'm going to show you how to be able to do this in a very, very quick way. But before I do that, I want to show you something else. If I click on My Network on the top here, if you want to get more followers, you need to get more connections. And in order for you to get more connections, what you need to do is let me open up my Zoom. So if anybody wants to ask me questions, you guys can just join my Zoom to ask me questions. I'm going to record it as well.
Recording in
So
progress.
right now I have my Zoom open. So if you guys go to highenergyzoom.com, you can join my Zoom to ask me questions in real time. The reason I'm leaving that open here, and I'm going to open up the participants thing, you can see that this is the participants and this is my Zoom. And the reason I'm leaving my Zoom open is because I have a 10 o'clock that wants to join this meeting to review questions about Evie AI. And I told them just to join my Zoom, and then I'll just add them here, and I'll just do my call at 10 o'clock while you guys listen. So if you guys want to join, just go to highenergyzoom.com and you can join me on highenergyzoom.com. And by the way, that's a great template for me to add. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on templates. I'm going to add new template. And then I'm going to type in high energy Zoom. And I'm going to say message, because this will be a message that I send people. I'll be like, if you want to join me on Zoom, I'm available now at www.highenergyzoom.com or http://www.zoom.com/j/718-569-1036. I think that's my Zoom room. I'm going to double check just to make sure. Oh no, it says oh no. So let me find the actual Zoom room. Arlene just joined us. So Arlene, welcome. So glad to see you here. I'm going to click on this message here and copy. It is oh, it's an HTTPS. That's the problem. So I'll just change it to HTTPS, zoom.us/718, whatever. See you on Zoom. Boom. Okay, so I'm going to press copy, save template. So now I have this high energy Zoom template. If you want to join me on Zoom, I'm available now, highenergyzoom.com, zoom.com/US, whatever. So now what I could do is I can go ahead and put this in the comments right over here. So check this out. I'm going to go to my recent activity right over here, post and recent activity. And then I'm going to do this. Arlene, how are you today? You doing good? You are muted, so I can't hear you, but that's fine. But you can stay muted if you want to. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go in here and paste this here so that you guys can see this. If you
Doing
do
great,
Are you
actually.
doing great? Okay, wonderful. I'm so glad that you're doing great. So Tom asked a question. He said, is this recording going to be available inside the ETL group? We have a group. We have a group right over here called the Engaged Thought Leaders Community. Now, this Engaged Thought Leaders Community is a great community. We are currently charging $1,000 a month to be part of this community, and we have 44 people that are part of it. I'm actually giving access to members of Evie AI Pro right now to this community to join in and support each other and build relationships. And so we have something called the Social Booster, where you can come in and you can post a post that you want to get boosted on right over here, and then support each other. And I'll be talking more about that in our posting party. The idea is for people that are Evie AI Pro, I want to be able to give them some additional bonuses. And so I'm providing that to the members access for people that have joined Evie AI Pro, people that are taking LinkedIn seriously, and they've upgraded their Evie AI from Evie AI Premium to Evie AI Pro. As long as you're a Pro member, I'll give you access to that community now as a special, which is a massive bonus and an upgrade. So if you're interested in Pro, people that are joining Pro can also get the bonus that we're giving now, that allows you to be able to. We're not giving you all the bonuses that we gave last year, but we are giving other bonuses. Dr. Amin, if you give me your school email address, I'll add you if my team hasn't added you already. Okay, so I'm going to press Carlos. Carlos, your insights and surplus and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go ahead and comment right here. I just commented. I'm going to go to messages. So I wanted to show you. So this woman over here that messaged me her phone number, I can give her a call right now. So the way that I call people from within my CRM is simple. I just click on my CRM. What I'm going to first do is I'm going to capture her information. So the way that I capture her information, very simply, is I have a LinkedIn profile saver tool that will grab all the information from LinkedIn. So if I click on contact info, you'll notice her cell phone is not available over there. You see that? Her cell phone's not available. But in the message, she sent me her cell phone number here. So I'm going to click on this, copy it, and now I'm going to press Save Profile. And when I press Save Profile over here, it's going to just copy all the information that's on her profile. And then I'm going to press Edit, and it's going to copy all the information that's on her profile. And then I'm going to press Save. And now I'm going to press Save Profile. And when I press Save Profile over here, it's going to just copy all the information that's on her profile. And then I'm going to press Edit, and it's going to copy all the information that's on her profile. And then I'm going to press Save. And now I'm going to press Edit, and I'm going to go to way bottom of all her profile information that's here. And then I'm just going to, under her email address, I'm going to add her cell phone number here, and I'm going to press save. And then I'm going to press send to CRM so that it adds, so that it'll take it to AI, organize everything, and put it into my CRM. And then when I press on summarize, it'll take all her information, send it to another AI, and then it'll go ahead and summarize all this information as well. So Dr. Amin just sent me his email address. So I'll go ahead and add him to the engaged school community, just like that. I'll add you in a few minutes. Now I have all her information here. So now what I can do is I can easily take her information and add her to my contacts here. I'm going to press add to contacts. I'm going to press the plus sign. I'm going to go ahead and go like this. You see that? And then I have her email address over here. I can easily just grab this, drag it into here, her cell phone number, drag it into here, just like that, and I press save. And now she's in here in my CRM. Now, if I want her LinkedIn URL is right here. So I can go ahead and add her LinkedIn URL right here, and I press save. Now, if I want to call her, I just press the call button, and let's see if she picks up. Chances are she's not going to pick up, but if she does pick up, we'll have a 2-minute conversation, and we'll schedule a call for later. That's what I do with my connections. I build relationships with them. I call them and so on. So let's see if she picks up the phone now. I'm going to look at her profile. Vision implementers. How do you manage support of 15 EO chapters? Wow. I had no idea she does that. Can you share a recent success story? What are the strategies used to handle organized chaos and association management? How does your education in the industry in Liverpool influence your career path and business philosophy? Wow, this is a very important person to me. This is a very, very impressive, important person. Ronnie's highly active on LinkedIn, engages regularly in her network. She's passionate about supporting EO chapters and thrives in team-centric environments. Her ability to manage multiple projects all the time.
This call will be recorded for
Sorry to miss your call. Our normal office hours are from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. If you're calling outside of these hours, we kindly ask you to leave a message and we will get back to you on the next business day. In case of urgent matters, please text 817-487-6781 with as many details as possible, and we will ensure the right person calls you back promptly. If you're reaching out during our regular business hours and we're unable to answer immediately, please know we will return your call as quickly as possible. In order to provide the best possible assistance, we ask that you leave a detailed message which will allow us to direct your query to the right person on our team. Thanks again for calling Team Vision Implementers.
Sorry, but the user's mailbox can't accept more messages.
Oh well, the user's mailbox cannot accept more messages. So I'm going to go ahead and send her a message. I'm going to say the following, and I'm going to use Evie AI to do this. I'm going to say the following. I just tried to give you a call and it went to voicemail, but the voicemail was full, so I couldn't leave you a voicemail. No worries. You can call my cell when you get a chance. Okay, 917, and I'll put my cell here, 917-865-7631. So I'll go ahead and I press insert, and then I press send. This is a major hack. Guys, this is a major hack to be able to grow your business is having conversations. Most people are not having conversations. They're just not. And if you're not having conversations and you need more conversations, write conversations in the chat. I'm curious to know who here needs more conversations and who here already has enough conversations. Now, I'm going to give you guys a quick preview for what's to come with Evie AI. Check this out. We're in the middle of building a new technology that's a sidebar technology that's going to have some pretty incredible things associated to it. So if I click on profiles and I load somebody's profile, it's going to have all this stuff here. It's going to have the ability to add emails and phones and CRM. So this is a beta version that I'm kind of testing out here for my developer, and I can add people to particular lists. So I see he has 5,000 followers here. He's an Evie AI Pro member. I press save. I just saved him to a list. I want to look up David Marinak on YouTube. I click on the YouTube link, and it automatically opens him up on YouTube, and I see I can subscribe to his channel just like that. Dude, this is for Evie AI Premium and Pro members are going to get access to a side panel like this. You can see people's recent activities. There's a lot of really powerful things that we're going to do because we're moving off LinkedIn, and we're going to be doing things on other platforms as well. And I'm working very closely with my development team to help me be able to do this in a more effective way, so that I can help people be able to take their life and their business to a whole new level. So if I click in the comment box, look at this, check this out, guys. If I click in the comment box over here, it says comment on the right, and I can change my persona. So over here, instead of 20, over here, I can just switch to comment bank. I press generate, and all of a sudden, it's going to generate a comment. And if I like this comment, I press insert, and then it inserts it right here. So yeah, so the side panel is going to be such a game changer. So instead of taking up space on LinkedIn, which it, right now, if I go here and I click on this and I click here, it kind of like blocks LinkedIn, and LinkedIn really doesn't like when their website is blocked. And so we decided, and by the way, this is new technology that came out recently. And so we decided to implement new technology that is available. So right now I'm going to press new, and I'm going to click in here. I'm going to hit generate. And so we're trying to figure out all the quirks of using a side panel. So there's going to be a little training that we're going to need to implement, but this already works, and we're having developers like feverishly work on adding all the different features to this. And it's powerful. Here's another thing that I really like about this is if I click on Save Profiles, I can literally load anybody's recent activity just from here, just like this, with a click of a button. And so this allows me to be able to go deeper with people that I haven't been able to go deeper without actually going into another page and then loading it from here and going to the other page. I just have it right here, and then I can learn everything about him and build relationships and so on. And so this has been really transformational building this out. Beta access is still not available but I will give you guys beta access as soon as I have a stable version, because we do have errors. Like right now it says no context here. And so we have some issues with this, but as soon as I have a stable version, I'll give you guys a version to test for us so that you guys can mess around with it. We're going to re-add the summarized profile thing to it. We're going to add a bunch of other features that are going to be really cool. But this is something that's currently in development, and we're working really hard to get it launched. I'm really excited about the side panel. So yeah, it's going to be extremely, extremely powerful. Conversations on LinkedIn are key. So making sure that you have a relationship with your followers is really important. So how do you build a relationship with your followers? Well, let's go back into EviAI, click on the Learning Hub, click on Quick Links, and then if you scroll down, you'll be able to see something that says, let's see, recent followers. Now, a lot of people don't know how to find their recent followers, but in the Learning Hub, you can see your recent followers. Write followers in the chat if you have followers. Not everybody has followers on LinkedIn. Some people only have connections because they didn't really set up their profile correctly. But if you have followers on LinkedIn, write followers, and you can see I have 50,038 followers. Most of the followers that I have are not yet even connected to me. They haven't even communicated with me yet. They just saw my content and hit the follow button. And so what I want to do is I want to build relationships with people and actually get to know people. I want to actually build relationships. So how am I going to do that? Is by clicking on their profile, taking a look at what's going on here, and then sending them a message. Now, you can click on the More button here, and you can click Message, and then if you have Sales Navigator, you can actually message people you're not even connected to. The thing is, you only get a limited amount of credits. So what I'll often do is I will find out their email address, or what I'll do is I see she commented 3 hours ago. She posted 3 hours ago, and so what I'll do is I'll go ahead on her profile because she's following me. I will leave her a thoughtful comment over here, and I know that she'll notice the comment because I will tag her. So tagging somebody adds a significant amount of value because they get notified that I tagged her. So she's already following me on LinkedIn, and now I just tagged her here. So I can technically tell her to send me a message, or I can build a relationship and communicate with somebody, even if I don't want to use a Sales Navigator credit or anything like that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool that you can communicate with people through their comments? And often people don't even realize how much power this has. Now, if you want to repurpose somebody's post, it's really easy to repurpose a post. You select all the content of their post, you right-click on the content, you hit copy, you go into EviAI, you click on Post Writer, and then you literally just hit Generate. And it takes their exact post, and it generates a new post based off that post, just like that. You see that? And it changes the format of the post based on the persona that you're using. So if I want to change the persona that I'm using, I can change the persona that I'm using, and it'll change the format of the post as well. But look at this. Look at this great post. Are you ready to shift your mindset and chasing likes and building authority? From chasing likes to building authority. In a world where social media feels like a popularity contest, it's easy to get caught up in vanity metrics. By the way, that resonates with my brand. That resonates exactly with my brand. So if you find a post that you like, go ahead, paste it into Evie AI and have it write it in your voice. Hi, Don Davis. Good to see you here in the High Energy Zoom. Thank you for joining me here. So I want you guys to realize something. Getting followers on LinkedIn is a matter of three things. Number one is you need to keep adding new connections on LinkedIn. You have to find your target market, add new connections. Number two is you got to be leaving comments. The more comments you leave on LinkedIn, the more likely you are to get followers. And number three is you have to show up. People are just not showing up. So what does it mean to show up? What it means to show up is to actually post on LinkedIn. If you're not posting on LinkedIn, you're not showing up. So if you do those three things, if you send out connection requests, if you leave comments on posts, and then you post in the right format and you're showing up on LinkedIn, then you're going to get more followers. And to get 10,000 followers, all you got to do is add 10,000 connections, because on LinkedIn, every connection becomes a follower. Don, did you know that? I don't know if you knew that,
Trying to
Don.
unmute, Joe. Hang on a second.
No, you're not on mute. I hear you.
There we go.
Did you know that
All right. Yeah, I assumed that because of the fact that the when my original metrics started growing on LinkedIn, I noticed that the two numbers grew together. But then you also notice later on that your followers grow more accelerated, right? I'm at, I don't know, 14,000 plus followers and 13,000 plus connections. So
yeah. I'll show you how you can see. I'll show you how you can see this. If you click on the Learning Hub and you click on Quick Links and you scroll down to Recent Followers, right here, you see it says Recent Followers. If you click on Recent Followers, this is a special link that LinkedIn has that it's not easy to access, but you can see who's actually connected to you by if they're following you and you're following them. So if it says following and they're a recent connection, you'll know that this person here is following you and you're following them. It doesn't say first degree or second degree on it over here in this section here, which I wish they did. But over here, if I click on Ash, you'll see he's a first degree connection because I'm not proactively following people. I'm simply not doing that. I'm not going to sit there and just follow people. But when I connect with them, I'm automatically following them. So I connected with this guy, Ash, and I'm automatically following him. Now, if I want to call Ash, I just go into my CRM. I click on search. He's right here, Ash. And then I just press the call button right over here. And I just call him up. And let's see if he picks up. You see that? I already added him to my CRM. So now I want to call Ash. And I want to congratulate him on his 7,718 followers.
Your call has been forwarded to
Hello.
voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
went to voicemail.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hi, Ash. This is Joe Apfelbaum from Evie AI. I'd love to chat with you. If you can give me a call back at 917-865-7631. That's 917-865-7631. I'd love to chat with you. Let me know if you have a few minutes. Talk to you soon, Ash. Have a good day, and thanks for connecting with me on LinkedIn. So do you see the way I just left him that cute little voice message? He's going to get that voice message. He's going to listen to it. Often it'll also get transcribed, and he'll see it as a text message. Now, that is a powerful thing that a lot of people don't do. They don't call their LinkedIn connections and try to build a relationship with them. I see he posted 2 days ago. I click on his profile. I notice that I haven't commented yet on it. So now I'm going to go ahead and leave a comment on this. Hey, Ash, I just gave you a buzz. Looking forward to connecting and going deeper. Okay, so now I'm going to hit generate. And let's see what the AI writes. I can just say, hey, Ash, I just gave you a buzz. Looking forward to connecting, going deeper. Your post reminds me of how I lost 100 pounds balancing health. You see that? So now I'm going to tag him, and now I become a real person. By the way, if you're real, write real in the chat. I'm curious to know who here is real and who's a faker. Some people are just faking. Some people are waking and baking. Some people are faking. Some people are just taking. Be a giver, not a taker. Don't be a faker. But the idea is, if you're real, write real in the chat, because my goal is to connect with people who are real and to build real relationships. Now, you can't build a real relationship with 1,000,000 people, but you can build a real relationship with 10 people. Robin Dunbar, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Robin Dunbar, but I write about Robin Dunbar in my book, High Energy Networking. So I have this book called High Energy Networking. This is the book. It's available on Amazon. You guys can grab it if you want. And in this book, I talk about the idea of this guy named Robin Dunbar. So let me see what I write about Robin Dunbar, High Energy Networking. Let me see if I can find my book in Drive. I'm going to go to Drive real quick, and I'm going to type in High Energy Networking, High Energy Networking. Let's see if I can find it here. First draft, 52 chapters. Okay, let's see. This is 2022. Let's just see. Okay, this is how I wrote my book. I literally sat down and I just wrote the book like this. So I'm going to type in Dunbar. Okay, so this is what I wrote. I wrote the following. I said the biggest benefits you get only from networking. The average person can only maintain 150 close relationships at any given time, according to Robin Dunbar, a scientist who studied human relationships. It's called the Dunbar number. Do you know who your 150 relationships are? Not all of them are networking connectors, and not all of them are interested in networking actively. The main benefit of having networking relationships is that they come with trust. If I get recommended to your friend, then your friend will trust me because of the introduction. Besides nurturing high-quality meetings that turn into appointments 80% of the time and having solid trust, referrals are usually much higher quality than types of leads I get from cold calling or advertising. I'm not saying that it's not good to cold call, prospect, or advertise or send out cold emails, but having a solid networking strategy is key to success in business, especially if your business relies on referrals and your business has high-value clients. Professionals like lawyers, accountants, insurance, finance, real estate professionals often get referrals, often use referral marketing exclusively to grow their business. Networking is word of mouth marketing because when you network, you're having conversations and building relationships with people. Wow. Wow. This is the real deal. And so, who are your 10 people? Do you have your 10 for 2025 that are active on LinkedIn, or do you need your 10? Let me know if you have your 10 or if you need your 10. If you have your 10, I would go here and I would click on Saved Profiles, and then I would click on Manage List, and I would create a list with your 2025 engaged LinkedIn users. And you just go there and you just have a list of your 2025 engaged LinkedIn users. These are people that you're going to mention. These are people that are attending your events. These are people that are commenting on your posts. These are people that you can say, hey, I just posted something. Could you do me a favor and leave a comment on my post? You guys get that? Say I got it if you get it. Say I got it if you get it. Now, every single year I do something. And on January 8th, I'm going to be teaching you how to do this exact thing, which is share a networking one sheet. So a networking one sheet tells you who your people are. It like explains to people who you want to meet. So I'm going to go into my LinkedIn messages. I'm going to go into my LinkedIn messages and I'm going to show you something cool. So if you go into LinkedIn messages, you can actually attach images to a message. So we have this group message that we created over here called the LinkedIn Live 10K. You see that? Right over here, the LinkedIn Live 10K. And I'm going to add Don to this. I'm going to add Don Davis. So this is how you add somebody. You click on Add and Remove People. I'm going to go here. I'm going to type in Don Davis. I'm also going to add Anita. I'm going to add Barbara. Let's see, Barbara. I'm going to add Barbara. Who else should I add over here? Let me see who else. If you guys want me to add you, let me know that you want me to add you, and I'll add you. I'm going to press Add. And I'm going to go here and press Go. And now, if I want to add an image to this, I just click on the little image link here. And I want all of you to have an image of your, let me go to Businesses, Evie AI, of your business networking one sheet. Now, if you need a one sheet, write Need One Sheet. Here is my one sheet. If you need a one sheet, say need one sheet. If you have a one sheet, this is what my one sheet is about. And by the way, I have an entire AI script that will write your whole one sheet off your profile. So, and we're going to eventually integrate this into Evie AI, but for right now, there's a manual script you can use. And I did this with Arlene at our last LinkedIn Live. So go ahead and check that out. Check out our last LinkedIn Live, LinkedIn Live 001. This is LinkedIn Live 002. And we're going pretty deep here. We're not just going on the surface. We're going deep. So if you want to go deep with me, write deep in the chat if it's something that you're interested in going deep. But check this out. This is a business networking one sheet. This is my 2025 one sheet. So if you need a one sheet, write need one sheet. I want every one of my Evie AI Pro users to have a one sheet done. And then you post your one sheet in the community under the section called one sheet. Look at this, networking one sheet. So if you click on here, create your own one sheet, I even gave you guys the prompt here that you could use. So if you're in the community, just grab this prompt right over here and then go put this into AI together with your LinkedIn profile, and boom, you'll get your one sheet created in literally a matter of seconds, not even minutes, seconds. So for example, okay, they're doing construction in my house. So for example, here's an example of my one sheet from last year. So I'm going to click on me, then I'm going to click on view profile, and I'll show you my one sheet from last year. And my goal is to get 100 people to like my one sheet. Now, I got 195 people to like my one sheet, but I don't just want anyone to like my one sheet. I want my most ideal connections to like my one sheet. Look at this. I want all these people to like my one sheet. These are people that have become my clients. When they liked my one sheet, they weren't necessarily my clients. But after they liked the one sheet, I then built a relationship with them. And I asked them, hey, please, can you like this one sheet? Can you comment? And then they become clients as a result of the relationship. They referred business to me. Do you see that? No one's going to just go and like your one sheet. But if you ask them to and they're a relationship, wouldn't you like something that somebody that's a relationship asked you to like? Say, I would do it. If somebody gave you a one sheet and said, hey, could you like this one sheet? Wouldn't you like it if it was an actual relationship? Wouldn't you actually leave a comment with your thoughts? So the value of a one sheet's really powerful. And this is the 2024 one sheet from a year ago. It's time for a new one sheet, and 5,000 people saw this one sheet. So how do you upload a document? I'm going to show you guys how to be able to create this and upload this on January 8th. But it's not rocket science to do this. It's simple. It's pretty simple, but you need to learn how to leverage LinkedIn in order to be able to accomplish this. This is not something that just happens automatically. This is something you got to work on. So once you have your 10 people, then you build your little engagement groups, your little networking groups, your little relationship groups, and then you build those relationships. Now, one of the important things that a lot of people mess up and they don't end up doing is replying to comments. So right now we're at 7 comments, and I want to get to 17 comments or to 14 comments. So the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to reply to each person. So when I reply, the number goes up. So check this out. I'm going to reply to Dharma right here. I'm going to click on offer support. The tone will be funny because he's funny. And then I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to go to where it says comment reply. So I have a comment reply persona that's very targeted for comment replies. Then I'm going to hit generate. It's going to read his comment. It's going to say, love your yoga analogy. Flexibility in pricing is key. Boom. And you can see it automatically mentioned him. And now I just replied to him. In this case with Michael Haltman is not particularly funny. He's more empathetic. So I'm going to change it to empathetic. And it's going to be keep pushing forward. You're on the right path. You see that? And it mentions him. Don Davis is more professional. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to go to the professional one right over here. And I'll hit generate. And it's going to generate a professional reply. But is this faster? Write faster in the chat. If this is faster than manually replying to each person, there's another thing that I want to encourage you guys is that use your brain power for the things that really matter. If you're sitting there using your brain power for trying to figure out what to comment, you're using your brain power for the wrong things. I want you to use your brain power when you're having a conversation with somebody or when you're building referrals. Look, we got to 12 comments here. You see that? It went up to 12 comments because I replied to each comment, and each reply gets counted as an engagement. And that means I just got a dozen likes and a dozen comments on a post that I didn't write, and on a video that I didn't actually upload. It came from TikTok. So in 50 minutes, I already got dozen, which is my goal, is to get a dozen within the hour for every single post and every single post that I post. So if you get dozen, and then you reply to everybody, I have 170 impressions within the first hour. This video is going to get 1,000 impressions. 1,000 people are going to see this on the feed and in their notifications and all over the place because of the dozen rule. And the dozen rule is important. If you do things correctly, you're going to start getting more impressions. You might not get 1,000, but if you do a dozen, you're doing much more. You're doing 10 times more than most posts that never get seen at all. And so I highly recommend you focus on dozen. So write dozen if you're going to focus on dozen, because a dozen is doable, especially if you have 10 people that you have a relationship with. If you have 10 people that you have a relationship with on LinkedIn, and those people and you're constantly liking and commenting on their content, they're going to be more likely to like and comment on your content as well. And I think that if you don't have your 10 people and you're not committed to your getting your 10 people, you're not really serious about LinkedIn. And you need to constantly upgrade your 10 people. So last year, I set a goal to get 16 people, 16 engaged LinkedIn users into the Engaged Thought Leaders community, this one right here. And if you click on members and you click on Classroom and you click on all current members, you'll see who the members are. All the active members are all these members over here. And I said some of them were more active and some of them were less active. And these were my 10 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These were the 10 people that I wanted to really focus on for the year last year, and I built deep relationships with them. As a matter of fact, some of these people are even on this call right now. And so what I did was I built something called a mention saver. So if you go to strategy.eviai.com, and we're going to be integrating this mention saver into EviAI soon, but I have all these people already mentioned here. So now all I have to do is press copy. You see this? Copy. And I'll teach you guys on January 8th how to use the mention saver in more detail. But for right now, check this out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mention these people inside this video. You see that? I'm going to mention them inside the video. On the bottom of the video, I'm going to mention them. Here are some engagements I had the honor to network with. Thank you for being in my life. Looking forward to keep on the momentum going in 2025. Now I'm going to press comment. And now all these people that I mentioned are going to get notified. That's powerful. That's powerful. So how do we make sure EviAI is using our voice? Barbara asked an incredible question. The answer lies in personas. So Barbara, I always recommend that you find the right persona. So for example, here's my friendly comment persona. Make the comment very friendly, like a friend checking out the post and being thoughtful with the answer. Make the response conversational and non-formal. Non-formal. It should be professional, just like a informal comment that is very kind and encouraging with no corporate jargon. Make it Spartan. Okay, so Spartan is a powerful word. Learn that word, Spartan. I said spatin. I should update it to Spartan. I said spatin there. Spartan. Make it Spartan. And so if you want to improve a comment, if you want to improve your persona, you can take this persona, you can go to Claude. Claude is really good at improving personas. Improve this AI comment persona to the next level. And then you go here. And you go like that. And look what happened. Here's a persona stripped down and made more friendly. Just so your post wanted to jump in. Totally get what you're saying. No. Make the prompt better. Not execute on it.
Joe, just want to let you know we have a question on Zoom from Don Davis.
Oh, let me check Zoom. Joe, can you walk us through your templates briefly? I seem to be new to things and how to set up EviAI. Oh, I love that, Don. Thank you for asking that question. I'll do that right now. Here's a persona. Respond with a supportive friend reading a post. Be warm, casual, and genuine, like chatting over coffee. Use natural slang, simple language, and occasional emojis. Show you really read their comment by mentioning specific details. Share relatable stories and examples when relevant. Keep suggestions light and optional. Skip formal language. Look at that. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to copy this. Key elements, friendly opener, casual in the conversation tone, personal connection about the topic, light. Okay, so I'm going to copy this persona right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Evi AI and I'm going to add it as a persona. So I'm going to go to personas, add a persona, Joe Apfelbaum, friendly. And then I'm going to go here. I'm going to say marketing, friendly tone, keyword, marketing. I'm going to go in here, respond as a supportive friend, named Joe Apfelbaum. Reading their post, be warm, casual, and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to say person, say persona. Now I can use this persona to leave in that way. Do you see how simple that persona was? Very, very simple. Now I can give examples of the type of comment that I want to really nail it down. So that's an option that you can do as well. But let's look at Joe Apfelbaum templates. And let's pick up some templates to use on LinkedIn. So you want to review templates? You literally just search Joe Apfelbaum templates on Google, and then boom. How to use templates on LinkedIn. So there are 5 categories of templates: comments, direct messages, AI prompts, connection notes, and snippets for posts. Don Davis, you can see this is not the first rodeo here. This is not my first rodeo, not my first time people ask me this. As a matter of fact, if you're in business right now, one of the key things that you should do is make a list of all the questions that people typically ask you. Because if you make a list of all the questions that people typically ask you, what will end up happening is you will have enough content for the rest of your life. Okay. So check this out. Example comments. Agreeing with a post. Absolutely agree. Expressing gratitude. Thank you for sharing valuable information. Offering congratulations. Engaging with thought-provoking posts. Commenting on an educational post. Responding with a motivational quote. Acknowledging a personal story. Showing support. Reacting to industry news. Engaging with a poll. Here are top five types of comments that people typically leave. So here's more, and here's more. Here's direct messaging templates. When someone visits your profile, when it's someone's birthday, when someone has a promotion at work, when somebody's celebrating an anniversary, when someone is impressed by their client, when connecting with someone who has not spoken to in a while, when you're thanking a connection for connecting, when you're reaching out to someone that you've never spoken to. So I have all the examples here in many different ways. Don, this is what you were looking for, correct?
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
thank you.
yeah. So I'm going to pop this in our community. So, by the way, it's already in our community. So if you just go to our community and you search templates, I already put it all in there. Or you can just Google Joe Apfelbaum templates. And I'm always adding new templates as well. So I'm going to show you how I use a template for birthdays right now. So check this out. I'm going to go to Evi AI. I'm going to click on templates. I'm going to show you an example. I'm going to type in birthday. So you see I have a birthday template over here. It's 1, 2, 3. You see 1, 3, 2025. So it says, just wanted to wish you a happy birthday on 1/3/2025, right? So I'm going to click copy. I'm going to copy this template. And then I'm going to go back into the Learning Hub. I'm going to click on Quick Links. And then I'm going to go down to LinkedIn birthdays. Can you guys see that? Write birthday in the chat. Write birthday in the chat if you can see my screen right now. I'm curious to know if everyone can see my screen. Write birthday, and I'll continue in just a minute, because I want to make sure that you guys are actually seeing what I see. And I'm also going to take the opportunity to close all these windows here that are taking up tons of energy on my computer. Write birthday in the chat if you can hear me. I also want to see how delayed this is. And also what I'm going to do is...
It's about 30 seconds, I would say, right now, the delay.
Oh, wow. That's a big delay. I'm going to hit download as a PDF here. And then I'm going to go into ChatGPT real quick. And then I'm going to click create a new GPT. Explore GPTs. Create a GPT. And I'm going to name my GPT High Energy Networking Book. And I'm going to say, here is my book called High Energy Networking GPT. You are an assistant that is an expert on the Joe Apfelbaum brand, the CEO of Evi AI, the AI for LinkedIn. And your job is to give people information about his book, www.highenergynetworking.com, available now on Amazon. You should also encourage people to get his AI for LinkedIn, www.eviai.com, and get started with networking. Okay, it looks like Barbara just got the birthday thing. Conversation starters. Tell me where to buy high energy networking. What are some networking tips from the book? And then it's going to say, what is the Dunbar number as stated in high energy networking? Okay, so that's just an example. I'm going to press upload files. I'm going to go ahead and upload my book into here. I just uploaded my whole book. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just hit create. It's going to say anyone with a link can have access to this GPT. I'm going to press save. Okay, so now that everybody wrote birthdays, we're going to come back to this in a second. I'm going to go here to the Learning Hub, and then I'm going to click on birthdays, LinkedIn birthdays. It's going to open up all the birthdays on LinkedIn. So now these are all the people that have birthdays on LinkedIn. So I'm going to click on wishing you a happy birthday. And instead of wishing you a happy birthday, I'm going to say, just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. May you be blessed with lots of happiness, love, and have a wonderful day on 1/3/2025. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for being my connection on LinkedIn. Boom. By the way, doing anything special?
Joe,
Recovered
your next call is here.
birthday. Okay, I'm going to wrap up. Hi, Shannon.
Hey, Joe.
What's going on? Everything good?
Yeah, good.
You have something to review with me today?
Yeah, I have a couple of things.
Okay. So we're going to wrap up the LinkedIn Live now, ladies and gentlemen, but I just want to show you how quickly this is. And I'm going to show the GPT. Shannon, you should also check out the GPT because I'm going to show something crazy, which I think it's worth it for you to see. I'm just going to do this, finish sending these birthday messages to these people. But do you see how quickly I'm able to send messages using the template that I have already stored in EviAI? This is just fascinating. Write fascinating in the chat if you guys are fascinated today, because we have to wrap up because I have Shannon on the call. But I want to show Shannon something, which is, and by the way, I'm going to go ahead and leave a comment for Jeff Goldberg while I'm at it, because Jeff Goldberg is awesome. And I'm going to change from comment reply, and I'm going to try the new Joe Apfelbaum friendly comment. Joe Apfelbaum, F-A-B-C-D, Joe Apfelbaum friendly. Where is it? Joe Apfelbaum friendly? What happened to it? Oh, there it is.
Good morning.
Good morning, Michael. I'm just wrapping up a LinkedIn Live, so just bear with me for just a moment, and I'll be right there.
No problem.
Jeff, I totally agree with frustrations. Remind me of the time when I bailed my webinar last minute. It taught me the importance of having a backup plan. Okay, so I'm going to tag him. So that came from that new prompt that I just put in there. But let's go back into the chat GPT thing. I'm going to save this GPT and send this to everyone here in my Zoom chat so that Michael and Shannon can test out that GPT. I'm going to click on View GPT, and I'm going to say the following. Give me 10 quotes from high energy networking to share on Twitter. Okay, so I'm going to go here, and it's going to search through my entire book and pull up 10 quotes. Do you know how expensive this used to be for me to do? Look at this. Look at this. If you want to feel happy, don't focus on yourself, focus on giving. The fortune to any interaction lies in the follow-up. Relationships thrive on consistent effort. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Be authentic. Networking is about connecting, not selling. Wow. What is the Dunbar? How many relationships? How many relationships can one person have at a time? Okay, let's just see. Let's see what it says. Number of relationships can thrive, depending on Dunbar's number. Core relationships. Look at that. It breaks down what I teach in my book. 5 close relationships, 15 good friends. Look at that. It breaks it down. Wow. This is powerful. Write powerful in the chat if this was powerful. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Appreciate you guys so much. And I look forward to sharing more with you guys. Guys, make sure that you come to our session on January 8th. If you're a pro member, if you're interested in pro, in the chat, write interested in pro so that you can join us for a 2-hour session. We have a 2-hour strategy session. It includes so many bonuses. And if you want to get the deal, send the word deal. If you're not already a pro member and you want to get the deal, send the word deal to 973-841-8868. That's 973-841-8868. and I will give you a special deal on Evi AI Pro. Thank you very much, everybody, and we'll talk again soon. Boom.